everyone and welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. We just got a new update for Fallout 76 in the last like 24, 48 hours, whatever it may be by the time I get this video edited and uploaded. And there's been a whole bunch of bug fixes and changes which has been thrown in. So rather than reading through the patch notes and everything like that for you guys, I wanted to actually kind of go through, kind of pinpoint the main ones and actually test them out to see whether or not they've actually been fixed. So here's at least 10 new changes been added into the game. Well, the first item on the list is the Tiki set, which I didn't buy at the time because it was broken, and now you can't actually buy it at all on the Atomic Shop. However, if you did buy it when it was available, it's now meant to be fixed, meaning that the actual kind of doorways that you place down, how they're kind of like, you'd place them down and you'd put wallpaper on them and then they'd just go invisible. That shouldn't be the case anymore, and hopefully they fixed the porch sets with these as well, whereas before you'd place the porch sets down, you'd put an item underneath, the item would then go straight to the roof. So fingers crossed that's fixed, but sadly I don't own it. Now the next fix on the list is all around Scorchbeasts, and before this update Scorchbeasts were slightly broken in a sense that they would just throw these beams at you consistently. It wouldn't be always the case, but it would a lot of the time be the case where they just keep beaming you rather than actually landing and trying to like melee attack you or bite you, whatever you want to refer to it as. So let's see if this thing actually lands or if it just keeps throwing beams down at me. Well, I've got to be honest, so far it still hasn't dropped. I've been running around for a couple of minutes and still in the air. I literally have two of them right now, and the two of them still haven't landed. Oh, hang on a minute. Got the first one landed, and it's dead, and I'm dead at the same time. Fantastic. It did land though, I suppose, so that's a bonus. I still kind of think that they're focusing a bit too much on flying around, although technically I suppose that is its kind of strength in a sense of combat as such. So maybe it's meant to be just that way now, I don't know. I guess that's how it should be in a sense, but I swear they did used to land a lot more often. Like this one hasn't landed yet, and I've been running around for nearly 4 minutes now and it's just still flying, so I don't think it's fully fixed. Now whilst I am running around killing Scorched, you'll be happy to know that the Spooky Scorched did go live again on the 21st, and they're going to be live up until the 4th of November, as you can see here, and we do have a whole bunch of new rewards thrown in, so shout out to Nuka Knight's website will be linked down in the description if you want to go check this out. But as you can see, the new rewards, we've got a new suffix with Spooky, we've also got the Combat Armor Jack-o'-lantern paint added in, we've got the glowing skeleton costume and the hood to match, you've also got the Hellfire Prototype Power Armor paint, which is also available through Minerva, but if you can get it this way, even better. The Lederhausen outfit and hat is also been thrown into the mix. Minigun bat paint, red coat hat, red coat outfit, and you've also got the Vault Boy plushie and Vault Girl plushie. They're backpacks, by the way, when I'm saying plushie. Sorry, I should have really finished that off. But yeah, they're the new rewards thrown in as well. Now in terms of fall damage, we should now be able to view on here our mutations and the full effects we get. So as you can see there, Bird Bones now actually tells you that it reduces your fall speed by 65% and your fall damage by 95%. Apparently after years and years as well, they've actually finally fixed it, so when you kind of fall down you don't get that stagger emoji. So I'll quickly test that out. And would you look at that, we've got a Spooky Scorched. I don't know why I decided to come here, but this is the chosen place of the day. I'll take the candy. Right, so this is either going to end really terribly, or it's going to show us that we don't stagger now that we got bird bones and everything on. So let's find out. Will we get a stagger? Will we just die? Still got the stagger. Now apparently Cryo damage had a major buff, so I've decided to test out the Cryo later. I have made a blooded variation, but let's have a look, see what it's actually like in the game and if it's actually anything decent. So let's test on some super mutants. Got level 61. Okay. I mean, nothing too crazy. Hang on, if I'm in stealth, because technically I'm a stealth commander build, right? Let's have a look. So I'm in stealth. Also, how do I fix field of view in this game? It's so annoying, man. Like, I don't know what happened a few updates ago. It's just so broke. 300 damage. I mean, it's not bad. I could actually use this as a normal gun. I guess. I can't compare it to what it was like before because I never really used the bloody Cryolator, but I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die testing out this stupid gun. Alright. It does seem decent, to be fair. I mean, it struggled with that legendary one, you could say. It's got good reload time. I don't know what damage it's apparently meant to be doing. 194 damage apparently, so not amazing when you compare that to obviously like the better weapons like a bloody fixer or something, but as a kind of just for a bit of fun I guess it could be useful. The cryo damage is meant to be a lot better. You're meant to get more damage and stuff now, and it's meant to actually do damage now, so like look at that, like, that's just a decent damage to a degree I guess. 200 damage isn't exactly ideal. But that's not... Alright, now it is. There was a bit of a delay there on the kind of freezing effect to actually show that the cryo damage was actually doing something. But yeah, it seems okay. I don't think anything too crazy, but I guess it'll depend on the weapon. So give your cryo weapons a test. Let me know in the comments if you notice any that seems pretty mad. I mean, like, you can see, it's not exactly a bad weapon by any means. It's just not crazy powerful, which I thought it might have been. I was hoping they kind of broke it, but who knows. Now a change which hopefully you are all as happy as me about this, because they've changed an interesting little thing. Why have I got 7 unused points? What the hell's going on with my perks? God knows, but... Anyways, on the perk side of things, we have, do you know like before where you've got Perception 14, Endurance 11? Below that, if you used all of your points, like right now I'm using all my Perception points, that would say 0 unused points. This was not meant to happen and it has been taken out of the game now, hence why it's no longer there, and it just tells me that I'm missing them on Charisma and Strength. Now you will also notice on your perks, if you go to your intelligence perks and scroll down, and now or pick a perk, probably the easier option, but Curator has been moved over to intelligence, and so has Good with Salt. Some people aren't so happy about this, but personally for me, I don't actually think that's too bad of a thing, because I'm fairly certain in intelligence I end up just using random things anyways. I've got Scrapper on at all times, like I really need Scrapper. Science, I don't even use energy based weapons, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of there because there was no other perks that I really wanted to use on this build at the time. Night Eyes is another perk which has also seen a change, and it's dropped down to only needing 1 perk point now. Now another change which has been thrown into the mix is one that I kind of spoke about recently in a bug video, well not that recently, quite one of my last bug videos that I did, and this one is in regards to cranberries. So if you go to anywhere where cranberries spawn, there was an issue where cranberries were spawned as blastberries, even though they weren't in a kind of blast radius or bloody hell. But now it's been fixed, so it should be dropping cranberries as it should be. And let me just deal with this fella or lady. Alright, anyways. Bloody hell, they're everywhere. I really should have cleared this place out before getting to this bit and testing this bit. But yeah, as you wander around, we've got cranberries there. If we have a little gander, there should be some more cranberries dotted around there, some right there. Cranberries. So yeah, none of them are spawning as blastberries as I can see on my screen anyways. There's another one, cranberry, that's fine. Cranberry. So yeah, that apparently has been fixed. While we're here as well, I just wanted to share as well, they have fixed the health bar. I don't know if anyone was getting this, but I was getting it every time I was playing, where, see at the moment I've got 16 health. If I give myself some stim pack love there, I'll go up to 24 health, and it's actually staying at 24. I don't know what was going on before this update with my health bar, but I would use the stim pack, it would go up to 24, and then in a blink of an eye, it would go back down to 16, and it would just never kind of go to full health. Sometimes it told me I had like 2 health, which was really frustrating, but apparently, and well not apparently, from testing it now and playing for the last couple of hours, it seems to be working just fine now. Now the last change on the list goes over to your mutations once again, and it would appear that they've changed the way it works in a sense. So as you can see right now, I am a herbivore build, and you can't see that I am a carnivore. Before this update, you could be both. You could be a carnivore and a herbivore, and you could get like the benefits from being both. Now you can't. They've changed it so you can only be one or the other. So if you did have both on, it's just removed both of them for you. So when you log into the game next, you should only have, oh in fact, sorry, you won't have either of them because it will remove both. I'm going to quickly test though, what would happen if I was to try and drink carnivore now that I am a herbivore, just so that we can kind of test it for the video purposes. I should have a carnivore one, fingers crossed. Apparently not, I guess I'll make one. Okay, I've got my carnivore serum, let's see what happens when I actually drink it. Okay, nothing has popped up on screen or anything. Go down to the mutations. I don't have carnivore, but I do have herbivore. So it didn't change it. It didn't remove herbivore, which I thought it might have done. I generally thought it was going to remove herbivore and then give me carnivore, but it hasn't. So I guess you'd have to run the annoying system of take off all your perks and kind of get rid of herbivore to get carnivore if you did want to swap over. But yeah, a bit of a weird one there, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, it no longer lets you put that on. That, though, ladies and gentlemen, is all of the major changes that I could find in the patch notes, just to keep you all in the loop and give them a little bit of a test to make sure that they were working or not. For the most part, all of them do seem to be working. I'm not sure about this herbivore and carnivore change, whether or not it was really worthwhile, but I guess technically you probably shouldn't have had both of them anyways, because it kind of, I don't know, contradicts the other one in a sense, doesn't it? If you think I've missed anything and you spotted something else that you've tested or found something different in the game, please do let me know down in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.